What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this we're building Backrooms. We're live. That's all the information. I guess I'll keep Discord open because I might need it. And yeah. As you can see, I've been working on this level a little bit. Hello, Bun Bun. Yeah. This is really all, well, no, I guess I worked on Dark Portals a little bit. I don't know, I'm in a weird spot with certain levels, so I've been just like kind of weird with my pacing. Hello, Cone 2023. Yeah, 23 wasn't that long ago. What do you mean encoding overload? I'm not even moving. Hello, the Fats. Hello, Dreamy. Anyway. This part of the level is what I've mainly been working on recently, so that's cool, I guess. It like rings a bell somewhere in my brain, I think. I don't... You know what? Sure, Chris, whatever. But anyway, yeah. I'm gonna start by probably finishing this off, which is literally just gonna be getting the ceiling in. I don't know what I expected to be above me, to be honest. If you want to add another message to that, Nova, I know you can't be here for long. If we have enough issues in chat, I will be changing future streams to be where only specific people can chat, and I get to choose who can. So, choose your messages very wisely in this stream, because I will make it... I didn't block pick that, okay. I will make it as I want. Hello, Nico. But yeah, I'll talk about that a little bit more in a bit with PPT. Because I do have some things I want to say about that. Wrench. It's not... It's been a shield for like a month, TJ. Not a month, but it's been a while. Hello, welcome to the party. No. Hello, Peroxy. Hello, Parker. Okay, so these sections that I'm building in the ceiling are supposed to be wallpaper, but in the original image it looks like it's a window in the ceiling that just isn't emitting any light, like a fake window, so I'm going with that vibe. I won't have them in every room probably, but I'm doing alright. How are you? Shield 2. I've been seeing a shield since like the beginning of time. So I don't know. Not really, but it's been like a week at least. I sound a little different, yeah. Not Lopez, yeah. I kid you not, I was like that close to doing a custom mascot horror, but I decided to keep the every other stream being Backrooms for now, since I probably won't be able to stream it again for a bit after this one, depending on how streams go. I'm telling you, for me, it's been a shield. You can go back. The beginning of one of the streams when I think Nova sent a message, like a week or 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I was like, oh, it's not a wrench anymore. I said precisely that. Nova, can you... Actually, Nova's not here. Probably. Hello, Jonathan. Yeah, those Hello Neighbor tutorials were the builds for a hot minute there, weren't they? Wait for a couple more people to join. I'm gonna do one of these, actually. Question mark? It's been the wrench, has it not? Or the shield, has it not? The mod icon? For like a little bit at least? There was somebody else who noticed it. I'm not crazy, I swear. I just like copied the same thing. Sure, why not? So today, what? Somebody in chat pointed it out. I swear. Maybe it was Gamga. I know Gamga's not a mod, but somebody saw it. I swear, I'm not insane. I feel like I'm being gaslit. So wrench last time? Alright, so you guys are actually wrong. I figured it out. You all are wrong and I'm right. It's not gonna be centered regardless, so I'm gonna push it over. So at least it gets a row over here. You're a data pack? Yeah, exactly. Also, hello. Speaking of. Yeah, the updates are always at weird times, I don't know. Hi, Jack. I swear, though, like, there was somebody else in chat who noticed it one day. I swear, I'm not crazy. Maybe I am. No, I'm not. Don't post anything on my map, because it's my map. That seems fair. And don't post anything about Chapter 3 in general. We'll go with that one instead. This is the piston carpet one in the pools. This is level 699, which I guess is like the pools on crack, basically. Thank you, Gamga. I knew it was you. I was like, I know there was... I was 92% sure it was you, who also had mentioned that it was the shield. Hi, Char. We didn't specify. I worked on Batum Chapter 3. You know how far that is. I think I've specified that I might not even end up doing a tutorial on that. We are enough in. It's only been 7 minutes, so we like 5 more. Somebody was like, whoa, it's a wrench now, or something, and I feel like it was you. I don't know. I'm gonna just move on and focus on my purple concrete. There's so many rooms. And then I gotta figure out, because I don't have an exit yet. And I don't know, do I have like a logical spot to put one? This room is the most logical. I could use that door, actually. Maybe I throw one like here, just put it in a weird spot. That's kind of what I'm thinking, because a weirder spot would be funny. I'm okay, how are you, Charm? Hello, helping. It is windy as frick today, like... insane amounts of wind. Yep, that's an arrow. Like a rainbow. That's good enough, right? It's definitely not the order, but it's close enough. This is so far over, that's the issue. But I mean, green, red, and white are all next to each other. The 3 main pool rooms, I guess, colors. No, it's not that big, Jack. This is like the main area. It goes... Thanks to Chris making 94 as big as it is, it's now over 10,000 blocks long, I think. But also, there's one level that's just a 6,000 block long road. So, that's where most of that distance comes from, but still. Yeah. And then the other way, it's not that much. Well, actually, the ocean is a lot, so it's big though, for sure. There's a lot of levels going. And again, like from here, this is kind of on the outskirts still. Yeah, it's just a repeated road for 6,000 blocks. Down with rain today? I love that for you. Heart attack yesterday? What did you do? 0? It did all start with 0. For those of you who are in the Discord and did or didn't see it. I went to the Dirt City Backrooms again because I was curious, and I sent a comparison image between really the two pool rooms because this map isn't fitting in one screenshot, as you can probably tell. And wow, yeah, no, I like that Dirt City pool rooms was big, but I'll show you this one specifically. Like, not even the sublevels go way over, but like just main pool rooms goes from here all the way. Hold on. To here. It is pretty flat. Like, I mean, it doesn't go a ton that way, like left to right here, but it's long for sure. Same says no. Go big or go home, am I right? If LN2 taught me anything, it's that. So what, do you not want people staring into your soul? I think that would be quite a fright regardless, though. It's looking like stars on this one. Also, I know I already said it in the Discord, but happy birthday, Nova. Everybody wish Nova happy birthday. Or else I take away your ankles. Be quite the way to go out. What happened to your ankles? I didn't wish somebody a happy birthday. You're not that old. Relax. Take them away then. I would time you out, but it's a lot of work. I mean, yeah, no. I remember there was one time my junior year, I caught someone staring at me like that in a class. They just kind of like smiled, like a little nervous smile and giggle. You're one step closer to the retirement home is crazy. Oh gosh. Oh, selfish, so true. You're not that old, Nova. You're not. So what I'm hearing, Char, is you hate the server? I'm joking, obviously. I mean, yeah, no, that doesn't help either. Ah, ceiling. If any of the Backrooms people are here and want to join, by the way, let me know. I don't have it open actively, but, you know, I will always accept the help. I'm just not pinging, because whatever. If you're able to, I get the sense most of you will join regardless of if I'm pinging or not in the server. Oopsies. Book in chat. Probably because, well, it could be a couple things, actually. I don't know. If it's a different account, that's probably why, because YouTube's weird. Wish you a happy birthday? That's crazy. It knows. Remember I got a CS merch discount one year. Last year for my birthday. I didn't use it because of course I had bought a shirt like 3 days before. And by the time another one came out that I wanted, the code had expired. It was tragic. Bit late? Nah. Never. It's never too late or something. I don't know, whatever the old people say. Okay, chat, listen up. I want to talk about... That's a weird spot. I want to talk about this. I don't want the sun in the background. That makes everything darker. The community post yesterday. So, I'm not going to get into it a ton. I'm going to be real with you guys. I was prepared to release... Not prepared, but I was going to release that tutorial the end of this month. That was the original plan, right? Well, originally it was going to be like April, and then I was like... Or maybe not April, but March or April. And then I was like, okay, I'll push it forward just to get it started. The amount of people, we've had 2 people who were spamming in the comments, just every video, every post, everything asking for it. So I was like, all right, let's push it back a week. I don't have a start date anymore because I'm just done with it at this point. You're still gonna get it, okay? But asking for it over and over will only make me push it back more. March is going to be a kind of crazy month for the channel and for me in general, frankly, because we're going to St. Louis. Not that that's important, but please respect it. As you have seen, like, for the last 2 years straight almost, there's always been a major tutorial. Security Breach, PPT 2, FNAF maps, Baldi, Granny, Indigo Park, and FNAF World right now. Like, there's always been something. So if I'm waiting to release a tutorial or I'm not releasing one, probably it's because I'm not ready to. It's still gonna happen, it's just I have to get there. Because I don't want to start releasing a tutorial when I've recorded a part of it, because then I'm gonna get behind and I don't want to do that. So just be patient with it. And here's the other deal. If you guys continue to ask or continue to complain, especially on live streams, I'm just gonna make the chat only people I decide can chat. I am not afraid to make it be like members, mods, and whoever else I want to. I'm at that point, so just chill. You're gonna get it. But again, there's 70 million other maps and things that are happening at the same time, as I think the background tells you. So just chill out. Yes. At the rate we're going, I'm not going to release it until April. That's the deal. It could be March, but with the way March is, I sincerely doubt that's going to happen. But it really depends on how March goes. But again, keep asking, and I will also remove your ability to comment in general if you guys continue to ask about Chapter 3 or 4 or 5, because that's apparently out, and I missed the memo, I guess. Didn't know that was buildable right now. But yeah, so hello, Horathon. Just please. I don't want to put my hard-earned effort or hard work into a build just for the result to be you guys just continuously bitching about a tutorial rather than understanding that it takes time to build things and that I can't just Thanos snap the map into existence. You're good to enjoy your birthday, Nova. If you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. But, you know, and also hello, FRJH, thank you. Vibrant Visuals is quite nice. Hi, Horadon, by the way. You can join if you want. Let me know. I'll have to open it if you want to, but... So, Isaiah, Backrooms isn't a block-for-block thing. I'm not going to show you this map block for block, because frankly, look at the damn thing. You know what I mean? Like, just take a quick gander at what you can see. You're not going to get it block for block. It's going to be a, hey, here's what you should do, here's my suggestions, but I'm not going to show you everything block for block. Unless, except for things like specific rooms that can be, sure, but as a whole, no, that just seems like a bit of a waste of time. Is that... It's kind of symmetrical. Yeah, huge miss on your part. I will also say, though, about the Chapter 3 stuff. Thank you, most of you who were commenting on that positively, because it is nice to see that I'm not the only one that feels this way. You know, it's always good to have some sort of affirmation, to feel like I'm not overreacting or thinking something and feeling it like that it just isn't a necessary thing to, I guess, feel in that sense. But a lot of you seem to agree with me, except for a couple of you. Well, yeah, no, a couple of you that didn't. Coming out, yo. I have like 1,000,000 Lego sets I still haven't built. I keep telling myself I'll do that for a stream one day, and I just never have. Yeah, well, why not, Gamga? Great question. Also, don't forget I have to do the chapter 1 remake at some point. Or revamp, I guess. Sure. Fire? Oh yeah? Are you releasing these on Spotify, question mark? Something positive? Sick. I'm cool with that. I don't know. I don't think I mentioned this, no, because I haven't streamed since that. I finished that custom FNAF exterior I was working on the recent YouTube stream. So, that'll eventually be a tutorial. I don't have a date or anything, but it'll happen. Because I still gotta get through the SpongeBob ones. It's kind of my main, like, tutorial. My current focus that isn't one of these massive ones. Also, I realized I made a mistake with the refresh. So it's not like a huge thing. It's not like I accidentally blew up my tutorial world or anything. I kept forgetting, like there were a few that I forgot to add into my list to record, so I just skipped them and never really thought about it because I was like, well, no, they aren't yet, so I don't care. And I just now realized, so I'm gonna have to probably hold off on releasing the next one until I record Donut Shop, because that's the one that's supposed to be next. So kind of awkward, but well. Hello, Freddy. Yeah, Pez, we're going for the Trans World show. It's a Halloween thing. It'll be our 3rd time going. It's pretty cool. St. Louis is overall a fun city to visit, though. Very nice. Seen the arch, which is pretty cool. It's like the main thing. The other thing that I always will mention whenever I think of St. Louis is the City Museum. I don't know if any of you have been to St. Louis or been to the City Museum, but if you ever visit, I definitely recommend. It's so cool. It's not actually a museum. It's like a giant play palace, kind of. That's how I would describe it. But it's pretty cool. They got like a whole cave system. There's like ridiculously tall slides. It's a lot of exercise though. So if that's not particularly your cup of tea, then you know. But if you got enough energy for it, it's absolutely I would argue a must visit there. I think so. I don't know. England. Well, if you ever for some reason find yourself in St. Louis, Jar, then there you go. There's a sick, awesome idea for what to do. I butchered that sentence so hard, but it's fine. Sick, yeah, it's fun. Yin and yang looking on. Help I accidentally travel to St. Louis. How do I leave? That kind of feels like the type of thing you do, Nova. You somehow accidentally end up in like an entire different city. I guess that should be a blue tag. No, it shouldn't. I changed my mind. Actually, I'm just gonna make you shorter. It sounds like an easier solution to my active problem. I woke up in St. Louis. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Who? Who? And I am banning Peter for DM advertising. I'm only joking, because I told them to send channel links. I just didn't say to my DMs, but I mean, hey, he put it there, so it's there now. Death by hot iron to the balls, perchance. Let's go 3 off each side, sure. Actually, I'll give him a thumbs up. I didn't say anything, but I'll give him a thumbs up. Did anybody else give me it? Since somebody's being a meanie weenie, aka Gamga. Cringe. Apparently the only user I actually have approved right now is Nathan, which is kind of funny. Thought I had other people approved, but I guess not. Yep, that's purple guy. That is purple guy. Purple doesn't ruin it as much as I thought it was going to. Hey, I'm almost done. At least this part. There's another room that I want to add to this level. Technically, I have all 3 sections, but apparently there's a 4th section with slides that the fandom didn't actually mention. Well, it's not a 4th section. I think it's part of, like, the 1st or something. But I'm not doing it that way, so... I'm making, like, the final room before you inevitably find whatever the exit level is. Whatever that may be. Probably anything you touched, Chris. I'm not sure, though. Probably, there's got to be something in this map that I just, like... It just looks weird. I think, is it these buildings in this level that I'm thinking about? It might be. These ones are pretty... Those are pretty strange, yeah. I don't know if these are the worst, but... Oh, yeah, that's true. Those are pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely something in the, either in this map or maybe that. I guess, I don't know if I'd call that recent, though. Like, it's been Well, that's almost been 2 years now. Looks like a key. I just, there you go. Now it's a key. So that we probably, yeah, true, but I haven't, so. But my skin, if that counts. I wouldn't say so. Surely there's something in this map. I don't know. Or it could be from the secret one. That actually, that might have something that rivals for the worst. There's a couple rooms in that I definitely, after I made, I was like, they could definitely look better. Maybe Van Band Zero, actually. That's another one that could have a weird room. But then again, that was mainly block choices because of the weird texturing in the game regardless. I guess it still would count regardless. I don't... I'm not sure. I should figure out where I want the door, by the way, now. I think I am going to just put it here. I feel like that's a funny idea. You gotta go... You can get into that, right? I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. Asylum? That's where I'm gonna put you. I was working on something Backrooms earlier, and I was having so many issues with the videos I was doing. The first issue I had was... Well, I had made a mistake in a previous one. That wasn't actually the first issue. I just happened to notice it, thankfully. It wasn't a huge thing, but I did end up having to fix it anyway. For some reason, Canva decided to record the wrong mic's audio, so I had to re-record like 10 minutes of audio, which is not a ton, but when it's, you know, 10 minutes you already did, you don't want to have to do it again, and then... one of them was fine, and then the other one wasn't, like, rendering or uploading properly, so I refreshed it, and literally nothing saved. So I had to re-record one of the clips. I mean, two of them were fine, but I had to re-record one of the clips again, and I had to re-edit that entire video, so it was just being annoying, but I got there eventually, so, thankfully. Okay, let me see how this is to navigate. You forgot, that's what you did. I think that's a pretty fair reason to be put in an asylum. In the silos or something. Ah yes, the known error. I'll show you a fun little workaround of that in a sec that can help you. Oh yeah, this is the lighting that I'm hoping the entire level looks like. Some rooms will probably be darker. Oh yeah. I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. Is the door open or is it just on the other side? It's just on the other side. And now I am too eepy. Oh yeah, I love this light. This feels like movie theater lighting. Anyone else getting that vibe or just me? Like, this feels like this is gonna be a brick, isn't it? Yeah, okay. It's just like the kind of lighting you'd have, like, in a movie theater. For for some reason. Wonder when that refreshes. That's gonna be a terrible one. 28 hours, oddly specific. Oh, I found the exit. Yippee. Okay, I'm happy with how that turned out. D-Jock. I feel like for that one, you actually deserve a timeout this time. Let me find a level. I need to... I swear there was a page on the fandom that had all the exit levels, and I can't find it. Okay, yeah, this image. That is literally just pool rooms, is it not? They're looking like pool rooms to me. Do I want to make this room? Well, let me, before I commit to that actually, let me figure out the exit levels. Or which one I want. If I could find the chat. Okay. 601. What is that one? That's close in number. Ignoring the fact that it's down. Apparently the sky's limit also has an exit, but I'm not gonna give it one because the whole point of it is to lead you to this level. Unforgivable. Oh. Oh my. What is it? Does it have like a... It doesn't. It doesn't have an actual description, it's just writing. Okay. This page is under rewrite. Reason because I feel like it's too short. Rewrite progress, I don't know. That's really helpful. No, I didn't time you out. I can if you want. Here, I got you. Is this cold already? No, that's not weird to point out. I mean, I wouldn't... I was gonna say I'd point out the same, but I wouldn't point it out, but I would notice it. If that makes sense. Okay, level 3999. Is this actually on the fandom? No, it's not. There is a page named 399 on Backrooms Wiki. Oh, 399. There's not... Whatever. That one's not real, I guess. Shady Gray? Is that a reference or something? The Barrier and the Midnight Train. Those are the other two levels. Anomalous levels. Locations. Nope, not locations. Anomalous level list. I don't even see the barrier here. That's cool. Was it not the fandom then? Because I can't find any of them. The only one that I have found is not... Wait, A Long Ride. I just saw that one, actually. That was here. Right? Yes, it's right here. Is this the train? In restricted... Oh. Oh. A Long Ride is an anomalous level featuring an infinite tunnel with some sections and a mysterious entity. Yeah. It's because I'm absolutely so right and so smart, Char. I'm joking, by the way. Hello, Matthew. Up 2 caves, right? Yeah, yeah. Well, there's only 1 cave in 2. If you should be worrying about any, it should be 3. Hello, pinheads. Okay. Second section of the level consists of many concrete corridors and rooms laid out very similarly to 0. That's great. Doors just teleport you to other places. That's good. In the level. Drift zone is an area 10 miles away from the Watcher's outpost. I don't give a frick. It's very different from the rest of the long road because of the road, which is bigger and made of asphalt, the walls, which are made of tungsten, and the LED lights, which are blue colored. There's 1 entity in the level. Driving to the end of the tunnel takes you to the front rooms. This exit is very difficult to find as only 1 person was able to find it. It is believed it only appears when specific conditions are met. Can't argue with that one. No, you absolutely can argue with that one, and you should. Midnight Train was also here, was it not? I don't really care for 60. 601 would be a lot more poetic to be here, I feel like, though. I don't know. And I still want that. I'm just gonna, whatever. Tab number 5, let's go. The Midnight Train. I would show my thing, my bad, but well, I guess I could. Let me pull this tab over so you guys can see what I'm looking at. I wasn't going to because I'm afraid that I'm going to get doxxed by an ad again, but if it happens, it happens. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I shouldn't. Okay, Midnight Train. Yep, there's the advertisements immediately. I guess if I need to, I can pull it over. Can I have another part of the page, please? Can I, like, why is my ad blocker not blocking the ads? The ads are too strong. I don't understand. Okay, so yeah, this level I want to save because this one is gonna be better. Yeah, but I don't need the entirety of chat also knowing. You know what I'm saying, T-Jack? Like, I don't really feel like that's a requirement. Does the barrier exist? Because I can't find it. The barrier. The thin barrier. Okay, I was looking at this level. But this one isn't an exit level. Is it? It doesn't say. It says passing it will allow them to escape, but that it doesn't say where it takes you to. I'll show this one off. Yeah, just throw my address real quick out there. Like, it no say. It just says passing it will allow them to escape. I need more than just that. And you're banned. What are the other ones? Just 3999. Level 3999 Backrooms. This is 399. Okay. So it does exist. Go frick yourself. Everybody hates my ad blocker. It's actually hilarious. Literally any page you ever open is like, hey, you're using an ad blocker. Turn that off. It's like, shut up. No. Maybe if your ads wouldn't dox me, I wouldn't care, but okay, here's this level then. This level might make more sense, actually. Shut the frick up. Get this out of here. Okay. 3 areas, Rosatin Hotel, Neon Natatorium, and the final arcade. This is the arcade level. Oh. Yeah, honestly. I'd click on that so fast. I think this one is the more logical one then. Because this is kind of in the vibe of the other one. And got 400 floor, 1,000 rooms of floor, Jesus. Oh my god. Yes, that's what I've been looking for, the exit levels. But because it would be 399 another 9 then, but it can't be. So, when one enters, they will find themselves inside the lobby. I don't give a frick. So I'm gonna tone this part down a little bit, cause I'm just not really feeling like 1,000 rooms of floor. You know, it's just a little much. If you mean it's so early, and you could take a nap before the Twitch stream. So pink. Yup. Slay. Slay. Slay your enemies. Symbolism. No way. Pink, the color of love. That's... You know you're a week off. Resident Hotel appears to be floating in a presumably infinite plane of pale pink clouds. That's nice. The clouds are solid and you can walk on them. Oh, they produce a fruit. Makes one feel happy and confident, though the effects dissipate after 5 to 7 hours. Oh my god. It's about 2 weeks, much like the most front rooms fruit. No way. From top to clouds not recommended. It's been disproven. Aw. Steven Universe? Okay. Correct. This is an ending, yes. The Backrooms, basically. Huh. Interesting. This level shows its love for wanderers by providing food to eat, water to drink, and a place of safety and rest. Didn't know the level had feelings, but okay. I love you too, Resident Hotel. Timidness. Oh, yeah, okay. Not many people can get to it. Blue spread across the rooms of the hill symbolizes stability. This is rarely found in the liminal hellscape, which is called the Backrooms. It is found in extraordinary quantities here. Yippee! Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm agreeing with what I'm hearing from you. I'm gonna kind of just like read all of it. Takes the appearance of an apparently boundless complex composing of vast, brilliant purple pool rooms. The pool rooms! Most of the objects in this level, like vending machines, lanterns, chairs, and so on, are considered futuristic themed. Pitch black primary color and a neon purple outline. There's an abundance of many useful supplies. What did I just see? I don't know what I just saw. What did it just... Oh yeah, because I'm behind. That would be why. Typically near pools, looking out through the windows, display a black or dark purple void with stars that shine purple or pink light. Hasn't been determined if this is the void or not, but this would suggest the complex itself is floating in the aforementioned void. But no attempts to reach the void, due to lack of motivation, and how hard it is to enter the level in the first place to execute such project. 3 types of zones: pools, showers, and lounges. That's such a... Okay, and it closed. The final arcade. This is probably what most of you are familiar with, I would imagine. Valentine's Day. No. But then I need someone to build it with me, you know? Like the joke? 24 hours, guys. Actually, I'll do it. I wanna do it. I call dibs. Okay, seemingly in this arcade, there's an appearance of light resembling arcades present in the front room, such as food courts and play areas. It comprises a plethora of arcade machines running many titles. Like in a typical arcade, the outside area represents a parking lot. Cars, streetlights, and trees can be seen, however the window strength makes it incredibly difficult to enter that area. As a result, no exploration has been done outside its building. Its present are incredibly durable and resistant to damage, though some feature noticeable dents and other small signs of wear. Playing a game, simply insert any coin-shaped item as the machines can take any currency or object that fits. Also, it has been noted that as wanderers become invested in the game, lasting negative mental effects of the backrooms are mitigated. No entities. You can enter any of the parts, which is interesting. Toying with computers that have the Windows XP operating system may send one to 833. What is that? 37. Resting oneself in the level's waters might have once resurfaced in others, but their waters have gone dry. Okay. Bringing certain positions will lead you to the void. However, after 3 to 4 minutes, you will land on level 995. That's a escape from the void. No way. Going through a door with a drawing of a bowling ball on it will bring you to 499. Careful what you wish for. But this isn't an exit according to this. What is this one? The cruelest trick played on man. Okay, that's good. I love that for me. Get the frick out of here, Amazon Prime. Oh, it's all Amazon. Okay, well that's not Amazon. It filled the whole sidebar this time, man. Well, whatever. But that's... Is that not the exit one? Sorry. You know what I mean? Like, 3999 is an exit, and that's basically that, is it not? Does free writing have it as an exit? Because I might just use the fandom version and then turn it into an exit. Because the arcades, oh my goodness gracious. There is overlaying text, and I can't read anything. Okay, yeah, so it does. Well, it's not confirmed, but it has an exit, apparently. Another fandom? Good. We just have like 7 million fandoms. Phantoms, yes. Top right corner? Yeah, it's a map that I was using for something. Ow. Okay, anyway, back to the game. Whoa, I was mid-flight, apparently. So, Gamga, or whoever else. That's crazy, Nova. But you don't help on the map, so that doesn't help, you know what I mean? Gamga, T-Jock, whoever else works on the map. What do you think about keeping it as an exit level regardless? Because, I mean, realistically, right, it feels perfect for this, no? Because you would go... All these levels feel kind of spiritual, and I feel like that one also... I don't know if spiritual is the right word. Fantasy-ish? But just have to go through all 3 sections and then make that the exit. The only issue is I'm going to have to figure out how to make the arcade actually look outside, because I don't feel like making a skybox. That's my issue. And then maybe if you just, like, walk out the door as you leave. See you later, Pez. Sure map. 3999. Or 399, I guess is what that's called. Because I put it as an exit level. It's the arcade, I guess. The arcade exit level, which is what the 3rd section of that was, but fandom didn't have it. Also, yes, it's my map, but you guys are a part of the map, T-Jock, so your input is always kind of... It's going to be asked for. I don't give a frick whose map this is. We all get input, so... Especially for something big like the exits, you know? You kind of feel like that should be a part. Was that misinput? Why that was so late? Maybe I like that. True. Frick ETB though. I cannot make it across. There's no way, right? Okay, well that's something. Oh, I'm flying. Whee! Because I said so. La 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 la. The one level right now I would like to figure out what to do with is this one. That needs to be that 51 and 6 are the three main ones that need to be worked on right now, I'd say. I don't EDB is just not a good Backrooms game. It's a good game, but it's not a good Backrooms game. Does that make sense? It doesn't capture what the Backrooms is, like, at all. Backrooms is anymore. Have you ever considered it's because you're dumb? It's like, I don't know, it's right in front of you, man. Just look at it. Okay, 5 rows around, and then I'll have walls that's... No, I'll go 6 around, and I'll have walls that stick 3 out. You sure that's not it? And then I'll have a slide in one corner and the exit on the other. Which might also be a slide, actually. I might do that. Yeah, lag. Okay. So the walls are going to be 2 wide and 3 apart, maybe. And that just removes the corner, which I'm really not interested in doing. I'll do that, and then... I'll go a 4th, actually, why not? But then where would be one here? The next one would be here, so I'll do that. And that'll be how the corners go, I guess. Right? Four, 5, and maybe I'll go that big. Because if this is the end, then it'll be a square of that size in the middle. Sure. I can do that. Well, actually, no, it will be a square. Never mind. Because I'll do... 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do 5 on this side, and these sides would be 3. Maybe I just do... Well, I guess I could do 4, but then either way I'm going to have it be asymmetrical, so... I don't know. that. Two, three, four. So the end would be there, and that should be a square according to my not very particular calculations, not conversations. So close. Oh, that looks like a donut for some reason, or at least it looks like what will become a donut. Not that a donut is ridged, but whatever. Hello, Salivator. This is 699 on the fandom. Which I just realized now that I'm thinking about it, 699 is going to lead into 3999. Anyway, you both said that. That's crazy. Well, clearly I also want a donut, I guess, since I, you know, said it looked like a donut. La 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 la. Said it better. Actually, Nova said it better. Sorry. Gotta get you out of here. It is 3.9s, but because the fandom doesn't go that high, it's just 3.99 on fandom. But it is 3.999. Yes. So welcome back. Hi guys. Would it be dumb to structure block that just repeatedly for it? Yes, I think it would be. How tall do I need the room? That's the real question. Maybe that tall? I'll start with that and I'll see. Hello. I want to say Goken, but that... Am I correct on that? 50-50 chance. On a good day. Completely broke your Xbox. Nice. Love that. What do I see? Oh, is that the castle? I think it is. Like off in the distance there. Kind of in front of me. I don't know what else would be suspended in midair like that. Just in the middle of nowhere. At least once this path is finished, that'll be 2 exits. And I might end up... There might be another one that I'll be able to do shortly. Because I kind of want to put one off of the Red Pool Rooms area T-Jock did. I want to put Midnight Train off that one. I have an interesting idea for that, actually. Because we could have it go, like, we could have it maybe 10 different levels it connects to, and you can, from each of those, like, enter the train and teleport between the different levels, and then you just have to figure out which one, or how to get to the exit, which, you know, level that it teleports you to is the exit, I guess. Choo-choo. I feel like that 49 or whatever the frick the number for that one is should also lead to an exit somehow. It is able to be gotten to, I guess. And exited from, like, back up, so. Just those side paths have to be figured out, because I don't know what I want to do with them. Personally. Who knows? You know, I could do an outline command for the walls. Although actually it might be too, because if I go further down to make the pool work, it might be too big. It shouldn't be, but who knows? What if you went to bed? How about that? Why? Because I said so? Then go to bed, you jock. I don't know what you want from me. You're welcome, Charm. Round two? It's 2 p.m. and... I feel like your sleep schedule's already bad enough as it is, or has been bad enough before. What's messing it up again, am I right? This looks very strange. Not necessarily in a bad way, but it does look strange. That was a dramatic yawn. Okay. Here we... I yearn for the naps. I'm trying not to, oh my god, screw up my sleep schedule, but I don't know. Sometimes I just do. I'll just yell wake up every couple minutes. And that'll keep you up for sure. Assuming I don't fall asleep, oh my god. Go to sleep. Sleepover on the live stream. Oh, this is gonna look creepy, actually. Guess it should have one here. No, that makes it too bright. You can't see. Two, I feel like it's been a lot more than two, no? Playing the guitar, good job, I guess. Congrats. Happy birthday. Something like that. Hello, Rob. Good reason to go to bed? You're tired. Because I'd said so. $7:17 in the morning for you? That's crazy. Hey, Gamga, you want to work on level 6? I need more area to be able to take image of, because that's grammar. Go to bed because you're tired. That's the reason that you should go to bed. You're tired. Isn't that a great, valid reason? What other reason do you need? Sleep is fun? Like, I don't know what you want me to say here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And when I say I was I said you were tired. I never said you said you were tired. How dark is this? Do I want lights in the water? No, I don't. It's perfect, actually. When you put it that way, it sounds weird, Char, but... Yeah, I'm scary. The, like, slide is glowing. I don't know how to do that with this particular amount of space, because it's gonna, like... No, you know what I mean? It's just, it's gonna know. How about that? Allow me to milk myself. Can't really tell that that's the slide. I've played Java, but I don't see it being any different than Bedrock. I've been used to Bedrock at this point, so why change, you know what I mean? Sure, it looks terrible, but I don't care. Ooh. Wanna do some drawing, be like, I don't know what to draw. You should draw a hornet. Well, that's level, this one done. So, okay, this exit would be... From 989, you would go to 993, then you would go to 900, then you would go to 699, then you'd go to the exit. Ignoring the fact that you'd have to get to 989, that's a good number of levels. So many of her? Have you? You can do one of the fleas if you haven't yet. You draw a dot on the paper and that'd be it, Chris. I love how after all that, you just go right back to blue. Oh, that's funny. Anyway. I'm gonna hide the door. So you think this is just a funny room. I could be more hidden, but... Yeah, like you can walk around and be like, guess there's no door as you fall in the water. Gnomes. Have you drawn the Little Nightmares gnomes, though? Train exit? I never said that, no. I said it was going to a exit, but I never specified that it was the train. This one's gonna be $3.99 with another one. Okay, you were referring to that? Cool. Paranoid Android is a crazy song name. Okay, I do not need this page. I do not need this page. I do not need this page. That's going to be a weird one. Well, actually, all the exit levels are going to be the weird ones. You know what? I want to look up to see if the barrier... Free writing. The barrier level... The Coconut Isles? Excuse me? Sorry, that just threw me off. Okay, well, I guess the thin barrier is going to be the exit. Wait, that's diabolical. So the barrier, the front rooms and back rooms barrier is on, it's free writing wiki. It's a blue wall that you can see through, and you can see the real world, so the front room's through it, but people can't see you. That's actually kind of terrifying. Charging. Are you sure? Okay, anyway, back to the Rosedin Hotel. I might skip on it for now, but what else level do I work on? That's not how grammar works. That's not even close to how grammar works. What is this? Oh, I know what this is. Never mind. I think. Yeah, okay. I could do the pink pool room sub-level. Yeah, see, that's CS for me. I guess to both Char and Ganga. Oh yeah, this pool room's path has to be done. Where... I could have this, like, airdrop you into something. That'd be kind of funny. It's like a pool that doesn't have a bottom that you just slip through and end up like here. What is this room? Oh, it's this one. I know what you are. I might. Oh yeah, I gotta finish that. Right, I never did that. I don't think I did, because there's another hallway that's supposed to be on the opposite side of this. But then where the frick's that gonna lead? I'm expanding these. Because then at least I can have these 4 images. perfect timing. I feel like it's not wrong. What? Are these 3? Is that what okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm making them 4 instead of 3. I see now. I understand. Level 188 yet? Yes. It is actually where I directly am, basically. That's a slab layer. In my head, hell yeah, I love that song. Wee. This part looks so weird with the snow, I just realized, but oh well. It's there, so too bad. But here's the main room. It has literally no lighting, so other than that, so yeah, it's gonna have to be figured out eventually. Here's this part. That's all 188 is right now. There should be like hallways and stuff, but I haven't worked on it really much. The only thing well, I guess I did those 2 rooms. So where was I in the pathways? Oh, it was over here, right? Because of my boiler room. Trying to make some sort of sense, or lack of sense of these pathways, I guess. Make them make less sense. Because this is, in fact, the next, next video I'll be doing out of the levels, so would like for it to at least have more than 1 screenshot spot available. As far as the main level. Sub-levels are fine. Plus the sub-levels are the other part anyway. Or one of the sub-levels is, because I thought it was cooler than the main level anyway, just as far as potential for creepy. If you wanted to do that, you can, Chris. I'm not dealing with that yet, though. Ah, yes, the black tube of death. My favorite. So I'll have to remember when I add all the command blocks in for these. Make sure I'm just low enough to where you won't, that won't eat you or something. I don't know, you're the artist, Char, not me. I know Gomga answered, but still. Here, I guess. I don't know. You know what? Sure, why not? The Slinky or something. I could technically connect this part of 0 into this. I actually am not opposed to that. The more entrances 0 has, I feel like the better. More entrances and exits. The floor level's this. Why would it be different? Because everything here should be the same. Well, that's cool. Exactly what I wanted. Coldplay. I haven't listened to Coldplay in years. It's been a minute for sure. Dying. Try not to. You can't die today. Yeah, sure. Let's have a 0 entrance here. I'm cool with that. Unless there's some plan here or something, Chris. There's no found footage off of there, right? Where I blocked it off. This part. This level is just right in the middle of frick everything. Or frick all, I guess. Literally every single thing is everywhere at the same time. If I gotta remember the correct block to take, that would be helpful, I think. No? Okay. Just figured I'd make sure. I'm not trying to interfere with anybody's plans over here. I'm just trying to extend a level that needs to be extended. I feel like it's enough for now. I'm gonna definitely lose track of what is where, so... I actually recommend... So it's harder to spot. Maybe. I still feel like this should lead to something, though. Oh, well, I mean, you can just, like, be here, though, no? Like, you can just see that. It's not like it's gonna make a huge difference, I don't think. Because, yeah, either way, you can look down the side and you'll spot it regardless. Notable. I'm not sure, because right now we've had issues with people trying to take credit for my builds, and this, you know, this map is definitely an example of that. I mean, I feel like this would be a harder one to take credit for than something like PPT, which has been the case both times. So probably not. Plus, there's not really a point to where, ideally, right? If I were to make it downloadable, it would, for the first time, like the first update would be April, probably, early April, but with the position that the map is in, it's not happening anytime soon, I don't think. Like, there's so many levels that have been started by either myself or other people that have, like, a total of a room done that would need to be finished and connected to another level, or to get to an exit somehow, or even just end as a dead end, something. But nothing is really... Not enough is at a point to where I would make it a downloadable thing. At least not until... I feel like most of the pathways we have are closed off. Obviously, I don't expect every single one to really ever close off. Except for once we start to hit that point to where there's no more interesting levels to make. I mean, it better be, Chris. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. My main thing is, like... Especially for a smaller content creator to, again, put so much effort into these builds just for somebody to be like, hey, look, this is my build. That really screws with you as a creator, because now, one, somebody might think that you're taking it from that person who's actually taking it from you, and two, 90% of people are gonna see that and be like, sick, that's a nice build that you made, and they aren't gonna know that it was mine. Like, if you try to take, I don't know, like, what's a really popular Minecraft YouTuber? Like Grian's build or something, like, it's gonna be noticed almost immediately. I don't think you're getting away with that. But for a smaller creator, yeah, you're probably gonna not necessarily get away with it forever, but almost nobody will notice, so. I mean, yeah, just make it yourself, or take the 3 extra seconds it is to say that you followed a tutorial for it. You know? I don't know. But the other one was a PMC map that it wasn't even a downloadable map, it was just the images. It literally just, I think the images That might have been directly taken from mine, actually. It could have been. I'm not sure. I don't actually remember what my images were on PPT-1. I'd have to go back and look at it. But... no, let's get this sandstone out of here. I place this here, too. Of course it's coming back to bite me. Go figure. Wee. Okay. I'd always planned for 0 to get extended a little more, but I just like... the further we get into it, the more I realize, like, 0 is not getting extended. Ever. It is plenty big. I mean, technically, I guess there's a couple points. Like, eventually, somebody's gonna have to connect it to that. But it's almost surrounded on each side by something. Whether that be a sublevel or not. But it's also, like, look at how big it is already. I mean... I don't know if it needs to be extended. I still might want to at some point. Specifically on this side. Yeah, like this area is pretty open. Because I would like to... I'd like to have 0 feel infinite. Yeah, I wouldn't go too hard on that, sure. It's my only comment. Just singular pipes, right? There's nothing else other than the pipes. Oh, there's another section that I forgot. I'll deal with that in a minute. I'm gonna fill with the wrong block. That's a good part of the plan. But I'm going to probably add up all the walls, then do pipes, and then finish with the ceiling, just because I know I'll miss something if I do ceiling first. Trying to run around doing it all. Chances are I'll miss something anyway, so. I might actually try to fill 0 into this, like, full corner here. That might be interesting. Only issue is, what are the odds that you're gonna see a door here and be like, nah, you know? I don't know, but maybe even, I guess filling out this area. Trying to make it so you don't immediately find the door. Yeah, true. Well, these aren't the Georgie Bro special pipes. But yeah, where is he to help me fill up walls? I don't know. I'll have to remember how 0 is built. I genuinely don't remember. Oh yeah, another thing in this map that's gonna suck is the the level things. That tell people what level you're at. Oh, there's so many levels though, and so many entrances. There's definitely gonna be one that we miss. Probably should be doing them as the levels be made, but I was not grammatically correct. But oh well, I guess. Hello, Rope. I'm good. How are you? Not the Spore Blossom part. They're still here. Stay back. It is shocking how far they're reaching. In all directions, honestly. Maybe if we can get a couple people on for a Twitch stream on this map soon, I'll go through and try to get as many of the level transitions done, even if it's just like 7 or 8 of them. Just, you know. I have an interesting idea, actually. That would take a lot of time, but would be helpful because of the amount of levels that are just the same. Making or just like filling an ender chest with shulker boxes full of all the command blocks for the levels. So like, you know, the ones that say you entered level 6.9 or whatever, because that's definitely a level. I wonder if it is number wise. I don't remember seeing one. Either 6.1 and 6.6, no, 6.2 and 6.66 were the ones that I did, I think. Or maybe it was 6.1, I don't remember. All this and statues in PPT2. Nice, sounds like a fun time. That cave is interesting. You know, after making that cave, I was... Because I did that full thing by hand, I was like, that was a fun experience. And then I had to do the play caves. And yeah, that was a different animal for sure. Although thankfully that wasn't entirely by hand, because I think I would have actually lost my mind. I mean, a good amount of that was done by hand, but still. Hello, Trey. I'm doing up. What the frick happened there? I'm doing good. How are you? Didn't you? I mean, generally people are gonna look at you differently if you're checking on them like that, I would imagine. I don't know. I don't have thoughts. There's not much going on in my brain. Yes, statues is the part with PJ. As I've been thinking about the tutorial for 3, don't ask when it is, don't ask when it is, I realized that thing is getting split into 8 sections. Which is, to be fair, less than Security Breach will end up being, but still, it's a lot for sure. When am I gonna do Bakery? God, I feel bad for that Security Breach, like, tutorial overall, because it always just gets pushed back. Like, if something else gets finished, it gets pushed back. Like, after the Atrium, whatever, IP and FNAF World was kind of a given to happen. But now... it would have probably been next, but I pushed it back because of something else that just got finished, so... map is never gonna see the light of day. I think therefore I am... yes, yeah, I don't know. Not in the tutorial. Honestly, for the caves in general, don't think too hard about it. I know that's kind of a dumb tip, but just like... as you're building them... if you know what it looks like in the game, right? Try to build that off memory, but also don't care if it's off, because it's a cave. As long as you get at least the kind of sizing sort of in the right ballpark, even if it's not right, you know, it'll look good regardless. And then frankly, the texturing isn't even important. Pizzaplex, I have not been working on it a ton. It's one of those projects that I work on for a bit, and then I don't work on for a while, and then I just continue that cycle of back and forth. until the sun itself dies. So, I mean, you know. I'm gonna not use my thoughts for this, and hopefully that'll give me a result that I'm happy with. That was not what I was trying to place. That's another thing I feel like, for a lot of you who probably don't build a lot of things, like, on your own, I guess, or custom like this, and follow tutorials more so, not to say that's a bad thing, I don't mean it in that way, but sometimes not thinking is just, like, the best thing to do. I know that sounds stupid, but, like, the amount of times I'll be building something like this, and especially for, like, this map, just for all the layouts and other things that I'm doing, just, I don't think sometimes. And generally it ends up better, because once you start overthinking it a little bit, then it goes downhill pretty quick. Game Station... I only hated it because I kept making mistakes in one particular part of it, and I was so sick of that part. I had to make like 4 or 5 edits in it, but yeah. That and statues were the two in that, for sure. But I think overall the H room was worse. I mean, it depends. If you're trying to get every level, like, you may never finish. Because you figure... You have multiple sources, right? You have fandom, free writing, Wikidot. I think the archive fandom that Gamga was mentioning, which I think I found one day. You got YouTube videos, like the found footage. There's so many different sources, each with different levels for each of them, and then some have negatives, positives. They all go up to 1,000. Like, this is a map that you could very well continue forever. But, which is kind of why I've enjoyed it so much, is it really is like a kind of like make it yourself kind of project, you know? Obviously there are certain sources you have to use, but you can make your own levels, you can do whatever you want, you can make it work, not work, you could use commands to make things more interesting. Like, there are so many things you can do with this map, which is really what makes it fun to build. So many different renditions and versions that you could make up. You know, I was waiting for that too, Nova, and I was like, no, I just said don't, so surely it wouldn't happen, but, yeah. We know who pays attention and who doesn't pay attention by these comments, by the way. So just keep that in mind. And that's another couple days back, I would say. We'll be in April by the time it releases, trust me. You know, I might do a little trolling, actually. I think I'm gonna hit that point to where I do a little trolling. It's on stream. Yeah, one is for content, and two, it's a lot easier to continue building something while you're streaming it as opposed to just in your free time. Anyway. Did I miss a section? Okay, well, there's this section that I'll loop back to, I suppose, at the rate that I'm going. It's gonna be nice and cramped, just how I like it. The freaking Spore Blossom particles! Oh my god. It's funny, too, because when I first added it, I checked. When I added the one here, I checked above and I checked below, and it wasn't, like, producing that much. But I guess, one, the amount that I had, and two, just it being there for a while, just made the amount of particles skyrocket for some reason. But that is kind of annoying, because I wouldn't have added them if they were doing this particling everywhere immediately, but no, they took their time. Sure, that honestly is fine, whatever. Let's probably not, no. I'm not really at a point to start anything crazy big and new. Especially with the SpongeBob just being announced, and then this map, and the other one that I just finished. But probably soon something will start new. I would imagine. Because this map doesn't... I don't want to say there's issues with this map, but it doesn't give me the content that others do, in a sense. Really, it has one major goal, and that goal is not getting reached soon, so... I mean, the one goal that I was looking for is pretty much gonna be reached, so... Oh, wow, I just forgot this wall. Abandonment or something. What the hell? I mean, do whatever. I don't care. As long as progress is being made, I don't care at this point. But progress does need to be made, since I have been the only one here the whole stream. So, Horadon was on for a bit this morning, though. Okay, well, it's not even... What do you mean? Hello? What? It didn't... That was so weird. It went no data, but OBS was fine, so YouTube just decided to say frick you. But anyway, yeah, Horathon helped with level 3 this morning. Which is cool. Although level 3 is done, I'm okay with that. But... Where am I right now? I'm on level... Yeah, next one is going to be 6. So tomorrow morning I'm getting the screenshots, and whatever is done in 6 is what is going to be there, I guess. And then any others that are important? 9, maybe? But I'll have to remove the markers T-Jock added for 9. But I'm not worried about screenshots for that one a ton, since that's not a huge level, and it doesn't have any sub-levels. 10 is fine, 11 is fine, 12 is fine. 14, 15, 16 are fine. 94 and 188 are fine. I mean, 94 I would like the castle, but... If it's not there, it's not there. I'm not really worried about that. I'm more worried about 6, but... That's why I'm adding these hallways actively. We're gonna get for the Blumhouse production. Not Blumhouse, no way. Do you want me to open a slot for you, Chris, by the way? Since I forgot I needed to do that. If you save the file correctly on the hill part, don't worry if you mess it up, because as long as you, 1, have the file still, it'll be fine. And 2, even if you mess it up, you can just restructure file it on a different spot. It's not like it's the end of the world, you know? FNAF 2 movie? I loved it. I thought it was a good movie. I guess spoilers if you haven't seen it. The like possession scenes with the puppet were crazy to me. Those were very creepy. It felt a lot more horror movie-esque than the original, which is a good thing for sure. I'm not a huge movie watcher. I mean, if I'm forced to sit down and watch a movie, I will, and I generally won't hate it, but I just don't go out of my way to watch movies, I don't know. Unless they're about something I care about. Okay, so I have that hallway. Is that it? Just that area? Once I get to the end here, at least? Yeah, it's not that much. Cool. I mean, fair enough, Chris. I thought it was fine, but I'm not overly critical, I guess, about movies specifically. I'm much more critical on games than I am on movies. Vibrant Visuals is on, yeah. If that even counts as a shader, I guess. Do 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 do. What was the Iron Lung budget? It was somewhere around there, wasn't it? I don't feel like it was that much. I wish I did see that movie. Well, I don't know if it's still in theaters, it might be, but kind of want to and kind of don't at the same time. I don't know. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like with something like Spider-Man or whatever else, they're gonna get as many games out of it as they can. Boom, there's the hallways done. I'm teleporting to Chris. Oh yeah, you guys haven't seen 94, have you? He into Fountain. There's the castle on the hill. I guess I could actually get an image. The thing that I'm kind of I was gonna say no hate to this level, Chris, but actually all the hate now. The only thing that I bothered me earlier when I was just like thinking about images for this level is with my render distance. I was hoping I'd be able to be in the like houses here and see the castle, but my render distance isn't enough. Cause like I feel like this traditional 94 with the castle like looming in the background would have been so cool. Yeah, like right there if the castle was just like where that tree is. Just it shared his head for playing out of tune. That's crazy. If you wanted, you could. I don't really. I don't really know if it matters that much. You know what I mean? Because I also don't want it to not portray the level fully. That's quite the interesting view. Why do you suppose I just... Ow. Once... once I give the or once I get the images, I can send them to you though too, Chris. And if you wanted to, you could. The only other thing too is it's for a blurry background image that I needed it for. So I mean, like I don't know if it's that important, but I'll be right back. Have fun watching Chris struggle with his structure blocks. I gotta make the schedule for next week. Absolutely lame. The only stream day I know for sure next week will be Friday. Reanimal. Let's go. Yippee, yippee, yippee. Have monster. Imagine. Whoa. Not again, Chris. Finished. Slacker. See, I would have done mine if I didn't spend an hour trying to get the stupid Backrooms videos to work properly for me. It's my excuse. Genuinely would not cooperate at all. Zero cooperation. Not the Spore Blossom particles again. I can't escape. What are you complaining about? Go frick you and your audio bitrate. I'm gonna shove these bits up your... So true, Chris. my voice, my throat, it's all boom explosions or something. Anyone have anything exciting to share, or fun, or interesting, or in between? Or all of the above? Yeah, but my excuse is actually better than your excuse, so... It's funny the, like, little pockets of light between the levels. Like, there's one tiny one on the other side over there that somehow went all the way down to 570. It just happened to be between everything. You're just mad because you know I'm right, Nova. What are the odds that this little pocket reaches ground level at any point? Okay, well, 0. Wait, actually? Okay, yeah, futuristic. Wait! Is this from that? Is this from the surface? Oh my god, oh my god, it is. There's little spots there, too. Just around 6, I guess. Okay, that'd be 6.1, actually, or 2, whatever the frick it is. Nah, it is your back room, Sappy. No, what do you mean no? You're in denial. Somebody's in denial. I am a meanie, you're right. Really the big thing is you have to be in the server, and I'll sometimes ask people if anybody wants to help, but my one major thing now is just I do need commitment from people, because we've had a lot of people ask to help and then join like once. And, you know, just kind of, for a map this big, if you are working on a level, I expect you to be able to, for the most part, carry that level on your own. They changed it to shields recently. Not sure why, but they did. Okay, I'm gonna see how much of a fun layout I can get here. Yeah, I could fit a section in here, totally. It's not tight or anything. Yeah, that's definitely it. Happy. 100%. What's up with the ceilings on this level? I think 3 or 4. Fairly certain they're 3, but... Yeah, see, this section's 4, and I'm pretty sure this one was taller, so... Yeah, 3. And the beehives face the way that they don't face in this room, because Chris fricked it up. Hate to say it, Nova, but I don't know if you'd be the greatest bodyguard. Getting the dicker start the next time? Hell yeah, please. Spare me from that. That better be the PPT 3 after PPT 3 is done, I swear. Yeah, that's what you need T-Jock for, Nova. Okay, so let me look at Chris's section so I can know what not to do. My goodness, save me. Oh, yup, no, this is the level 0 expansion right here. The biggest expansion pack slash DLC they've ever seen. But it depends. I know there was one point to where we did. Like, it was cut off here. No, maybe it was a little further. Oh, yeah, no, it was like here it was cut off. And this whole area got added in later. But I think I did say I was going to expand it beyond that, and I never did. Although I was talking about that earlier. Like, that's something that's going to have to be done. Right, there's an opening, or there was an opening under here. That I think I closed off because of... I'm not planning on extending it at any point now. At least for a little while. Yeah, this little section too. It really is, yeah. It's funny how big at one point it felt, and now it's just like, yeah. Although it's kind of crazy, I was just like warping around levels. What is happening? What? Huh? What? I'm dying, that's all that's happening. Daycare and sugar one. Depends if I get the motivation for it or not. It's a 50-50, you know what I mean? Oh, really? I didn't notice. Emmett, thanks. There's definitely no early access membership perk or anything that's there for. Hmm. Oh, no, I shouldn't be following Chris. Forgot about that. I would probably wait, but it's up to you, Char. I feel like during or after event is an odd time to do it, depending on how venti the vent is, if that makes sense. Is that a coffee reference? Haha. I'm gonna explode. I generally try to keep it only Discord people, especially for a map like this, just because it's so much easier to coordinate with it. So, I'm sorry, but you know. Mutations, that's good. To be fair, I always have to give it a try. I wasn't talking about that, by the way, Chris. I know it's taller. I'm talking about the fact that your beehives are rotated the wrong way. Because it should be... I remember you mentioned it when you did it, because they're supposed to be the other way, but you messed that up. That was what I was more so making fun of you for, not that it's taller. Welcome back, Isaiah. Just a teensy tiny bit, Char. Just a little bit. I'm gonna try to keep this part a little bit darker. Okay, well, I just forgot about that section, I guess. I feel like I might be getting sick, which is cool. I woke up with a sore throat, and I've just been feeling a little meh, like most of the day. Not like terrible, like it's not like I can't function. It's just like it's enough for me to be like, I might be getting sick, you know, just that right amount. Oh yeah, what an extension! Give it up, guys. Yeah, sure, it is a little bit from Five Nights at Freddy's. Ow. Well, anyway, now that that's done, I guess I should check how it looks with that night vision. Both sections, if I can find both. Yeah, please, take it from me. Wow, yep, no, I could really see it. Oh my goodness. Wow, yeah, no, that's... if I can't see, you guys probably cannot see at all. Good lord. Sure, why not, Gomga? One thing I found interesting, by the way, with this is the level 0 in Dirt City was 4 tall. Same block palette, I think... I think it's exactly the same. No, I think it's sea lanterns, actually. I don't even know if Froglettes were out. But, the major difference is the height. Hi, man. Yeah, this Nova, is this what you come here for? I can navigate, to be fair. I can, like, see the walls. But making out the pipes is, like, impossible. They kind of just blur for me. Can I find the sublevel, perchance? I have no idea where... Oh, wait, it's this way. I think. Yeah, it's right here. Yep, I can see the door. And this is creepy. Oh, yeah, right. I forgot that I made this the rage bait level, because there's just, like, soul sand everywhere. I used it to texture the floor, and so walking is just a hell. This level's at least, like, at least it has lights, you know what I mean? I don't even know how to get out of this. I forget. It's been at least a day since I made this. Ah, right here. And then another section that you just can't see anything in, but I'm not going to navigate through that because whatever. See fairly well. How high do you have your brightness? I can see enough to navigate again, but I can't see more than that. One light per sometimes, yeah, pretty much. What even is this for? Like, who put this here just for it to go out into oblivion? What is this one? 20... Is 22? 54, no. 20... There's one that's somewhere that's in the 20s. It might be 27. Or it might be 22. Or it might be 23. Or 24. It is 22. I knew it. I'm so smart. Let's cut it off. I'm going to leave it because whatever. I should take off like a bunch of doors from that, but what else can I work on? I'd say I finished 2 levels, but I guess I didn't finish 6. Oh wait, Decaying Decadence. That is probably one of the things that needs to be done. Although, to be fair, I don't need it for images now. So, I got the... Oh, God, this is so much, though. I mean, it could be worse. It could definitely be worse. This section's gonna be what annoys me. Oh, brother. Are you on the side? You looks like you got it. To an extent. You would have gotten further than I would have immediately, so... Oh, I see. I see now. What the frick? You probably should have done a full quarter, to be honest. I think that's the one thing I would say. Because you end up now with this, to where you have to figure out where the quarter exactly is, when you had more than that on one side. Real happy. Hello, Acid. Something like that, man. You would have a gap, would you not, regardless? Wait, would you? No. No, yes you would. Maybe. Depends how you did it, I guess. Look at the other side. There, so it'd be one diagonal in. So this would be where the corner of it is, right? So right there. What is the file named? Hill 3. It's 90? Need a little bit more over. Is that it, or am I block in? Ah, that's it. Okay, I'm putting gold either side, so I remember where this is, because it's probably gonna be wrong. Yes. Then what would I do instead? Would I do 270? I feel like that's wrong, but I want to try it, because I'm curious. No, so it would be, wait, it would be, oh god, it'd be a rotation and a freaking mirror. So rotating at 90, but mirroring it on the Z from there. I might just have to play with this until it magically works. No, what about mirroring it on the X with a 90? Yes. Yes, but it's off still. You're gonna have extra, Chris, when you do it. Oh, I see why it's giving you issues. Because you have the way it's saved. You would have precisely where I have it, but instead of the bottom being there, it would be, you know, there. But when you structure block it over, you're gonna destroy a section. Oh, Lord. Okay. That's exciting. How over would I need to go? 5. And then I'll do the 90 and the, what was it, Z? It was in fact not Z, no. It was X then. Oh no, it didn't. What? It didn't? Huh? Well, whatever. There you go. There's a section. A corner. That should be correct, I hope. 270 flip Z? No, I did 90 flipped X. We're going to do it again. Excuse me, man? Sure, I can show it. But since you have a quarter now, you might want to just resave it as the quarter and then just rotate that for each one rather than having to do with the weird the weird eighths of it, because the eighths are so much more confusing to mess with. It's honestly a pretty small level, only a few blocks. Yeah, the castle's 94. It's clear. It is clear, yes, but just getting it done while making it as it is better. And we're also not sure how that's going to go, because we might not make it clear. I'm not sure what Chris's plan is particularly. Exists 94? Correct what he said. So you go through the castle, and then you end up wherever the next level would be. I don't freaking know. And now we gotta work on getting that connection path brought towards this, which I guess Georgie Bros was doing. Did Georgie Bros he turned that, didn't he? Frick. Well, no, that doesn't matter, because it'd be after party anyway. Right? You'd connect into after party? Oh my god. Well, unless you don't even connect back. Because, oh brother, if you are connecting back, you're gonna need some just like repeating hall. There is a repeating hallway level, actually. Hmm. There is one that's literally just doors on either side. Where is fun? Oh, it is further. Never mind. Yeah, because we're in this project. There are over 10 people involved, but not all of them are on a ton. So there's maybe 4 or 5 people that are on frequently. So pool party, after party, maybe another level. You should switch it so 94 sublevel would go into after party. Or after party would be where you end up. Because after party should be what connects into pool party, but pool party should connect into pool rooms as well. Because it's a pool room sublevel, not a fun sublevel. So you'd want it to be more so accessible off of base pool rooms. Or off of sunset pools. That was going to be my plan, was if you are actively looking at stream. Hold on, let me grab the fireworks. Whee! Off of this opening over here. Reply. It'll be fine, Char. It'll go great. Off of this path, you bring sunset pools around, and then eventually it turns into pool party, maybe like here. And then pool party will just connect into probably it'll be under after party, I guess. And then after party will go as far over as you need. Or they don't even have to connect to each other. It might actually make more sense for pool party to just lead into normal fun. Whatever. I guess once we get to the point to where you start those, so once after party and pool party have both been at least started, we can figure out how they'll line up. But you could also connect into the level Georgie Bros made. That gives you an extra, like, 100 blocks closer. Not even, but... Did he have a plan for this? With a roller coaster? Okay, he has it leading into the mouth. No, you would go the other way. You go up. So, there's nothing for the... Yeah, I mean, this could lead somewhere. Perchance. I don't know what's happening. Instagram famous guys? No way. Yeah, overview is quite the interesting thing. I took one psychology class in senior year. It was senior year. I don't know what you're expecting from me. It's not like I'm gonna retain 90% of that information. I remember some of it, but it's not like I use it. Most of any of my knowledge would be common sense before that. I wish for your input on. Good job. Captain short-term memory loss over here. La la la. I wonder if this... I don't want to start 3999, but I don't know what else to do. Bloink. I entered Requiem, guys. No way. I mean, I would presume that was the case. Yes, Kamga. How far did Horathon get here? Yeah, pretty far. Wow. Not to call him stupid, but filling in the ceiling before texturing the walls and floor was not the greatest decision. Because it'd be so much easier if you just didn't have a ceiling to just, you know, fly around and see all the walls. But now he's gotta, like, go through and hope he doesn't miss anything. It's fine, surely. Oh, yeah. I figured you were going to, yeah. I assume that was not an intentional leave. Total for 94, like I asked. I don't feel like doing titles right now. Wait a second, what is that? No, 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 no. Let me swim again. What? Huh? That's very strange. Oh, Gamga. It was at Freddy Fazbear. Something about Freddy Fazbear, I think, right? Abandoned carrier. Nostalgic memories. That's. Oh, yeah, that's that level. Wait, that level was in some Backrooms game, I think, that I played recently. What is Pools of Regret? There's so many sub levels to pool rooms. I want to build all of them. Okay. Between 37 and 38. Rest in Peace by Chris, Part 2. Known for the psychological damage it can cause to the Wanderer. That's always good. What is level 38, though? I gotta figure that one out first. Because depending on... Oh, it's that one. Ow. Ew. So the only pool room sublevel that I don't think we're going to do is 0.9, because that's polluted pools, and that just does not... I'm not really feeling more texturing. Because Pool Party is going to get done. I will likely do Pools of Regret, and Sunlit Pools is already planned. Let me open Sunlit Pools. Okay. Level takes past situations that cause a feeling of regret or sadness. That's good. Exploring deep enough, a wanderer might find a faceling which will take the appearance of a loved one and will try to cooperate and help you. They will talk and walk with you. The topics they normally talk about are memories of the past that cause a feeling of happiness. The way they manage to know this kind of information is unknown. The effect they cause might differ depending on the person, from making the regret sensation less intense to nothing. The behavior of them will be assimilated to the person they have the appearance of, but always being happy and positive. But it doesn't say that they do anything. They just do that and move on with their day. I kind of feel like that should be the one between... Like, so I'll go Sunlit, and then we can go Pools of Regret, and then into Fun. Sleepy, then sleep. We women. That is so odd, the text. Why? You just told me you were sleepy. Oh yeah, this is the reason that I didn't do this level, because I wanted to think of a block, and... The issue here is it's white, alright? As Pool Rooms is. However, the sun makes it look pink. And I would like to make it pink, because it needs to differentiate itself somehow. But it is... I hate it. I hate it all. This map is torture. Strip cherry is the immediate thing that I think of, but like directional block, you know what I mean? It would work so well, though. What if, like, yeah? How about that? I do wonder where the pool rooms images specifically come from. More so, like, the original image. Like, obviously a lot of the stuff now would have been like rendered or whatever, but I feel like most of the levels have to have at least an original real image, no? Counterpoint, no, it's not. Oh, the pool floaties are entities. Do they do anything? No. It does not. If you try to if you try to stab it, it just like runs away. I mean, okay, no, it's in the water, so it's swimming away. But that's still such a funny concept to me. You just like stabbing a pool floaty with a knife, and it just starts running. Anyway, um, yeah, I'm not really seeing another block that would make more sense to me. Because strip cherry kind of has a whitish tint. Well, not whitish tint, but it's more... It's less harsh pink than like that. You know what I mean? That's sort of looking down as if like thinking about something. They didn't teach me about that one in psych. She could be feeling bad in some sense. I don't know. That is more... Wait, I'm just going to use planks. Sure, whatever. How do I cover this? With powdered snow. Okay. I feel like it'd be, in my opinion, feeling like bad in a sense about just ignoring you. I don't know. You're the one that talks to her, not me, so... Not like I can open the portal within my mind and ask her, hey, why are you like this? That sounded more like... sounded more rude than I intended, but it was kind of funny, so... Okay. High ceilinged halls containing only 1 or 2 exits. Okay, never mind. That was just a part of a sentence that I just decided to specifically read. Knee-deep water. I love when my water is balls deep. I mean knee deep. What am I looking at, actually? Like, it's blurry. It's as blurry as a banana if a banana was blurry. Yeah, no, me too, Gumga. Oh, you're the real autism. It was actually not real? Oh. I knew about the original Zero image being found. But that sucks that the Poor Rooms one is fake. It makes sense, to be fair. Like, where the frick in the world would look like that? It's like, it's weird. I don't understand. It's so weird. Because it's like, it looks like to be an archway like that, right? But then it would be a wall behind it that's not real that also looks like this. And that doesn't make sense at all. There's no sense to be made there. I guess I could pump it up and have that still be a walkway. So, like, do this. And then make it 4x4, I guess? I don't know. And then I do a slab row there. Sure. I'm okay with that. And then I will have a set of stairs here. That's not... It was like a base sight glass. I didn't know all that. I was barely told anything. They might as well have said, people are weird, and then class dismissed, you know? Like, honestly. Okay, the river should be 6 wide, maybe. And then another block back will be the true walkway. Okay. This is revolutionary. It is revolutionary, you're right. Albert Einstein type information. A sense and level that doesn't exist. For real! For real, though. For the exam, 3,000. That's too fat. Yes, I am fat shaming the level. Deal with it. And then I can see that the same thing happens on this side. And that's literally all I can see other than the floaty. I guess I should make the floaty, huh? Guess that would be important. 5, 6. Whoop. And what did I need to pass? 6. 100. You're a pink pool unicorn floaty? It's actually white, not pink, but shut up. This level is, Let's quit the girl boss level, I guess. I don't know. Shut up. Surprised? No. That was a really weird yawn. Quick, close it off. Okay. Batten down the hatches. Wow, that filled quickly. So glad I panicked. So how the frick does one make a pool floating? That looks like a unicorn. I was just practicing my seahorse impression. That is a little big. Okay, Mr. Unicorn. How do I make you? Why don't you help me out, Mr. Unicorn? You know what? Sure. I'm okay with that. I might actually replace the slab on top with a trap door, though. I'm gonna set a shelf. Yeah, sure. And those will just be dotted around the level at random. Is there nowhere? Yeah. Play peekaboo every time I yawn. I don't know why why my yawns are so, like, dramatic on stream. I never yawn like this when I'm not streaming. How's it going over here? Terrible for me. Okay, wow, is it really that bad? Oh, maybe it is, okay. How the frick do I get to the level I was at, by the way? Are we actually at this point in the map? Have we actually hit that point? That's crazy. Yeah, we're officially breaking Minecraft, guys. Oh dear God. Your game crashed? That's a good point. Hold on. I'm going to quickly do this. Okay, I didn't have anything. I'm gonna copy the world. This is a good opportunity too. I have like 3 million copies that I can delete. Let me just delete the PPT3 tutorial. That's a good idea. And it's gone. See you tomorrow. What? There's a C tomorrow. C4, C5. Sorry. See, like, this is now the issue with having a surface level that I'm noticing is a lot of these levels I would love to use the natural light for. Like, just cover this in snow and let the sun do its thing. But, kind of, sort of can't when there's a giant freaking city above you. Ah! I had the button on the side of my mouse and it closed the inventory. What do I do now? Absolutely nothing. Oh, it lagged my game. that's the +1 lag button, I guess. Bearing for me. What do you mean? I was gonna say restart your Minecraft, but I guess you just did. Not intentionally, but I suppose you did. I don't care about filling between, it's fine. Kind of feel like it'd be funny to have this room just like infinitely, well, not infinitely repeat, but repeat until I hit this room that shouldn't even be here anymore. Actually, I might exile it. Yeah, I'll leave it. It's fine. At least 570 has an exit now, though. Thanks to Chris's giant freaking room. Right, that's the only way out? If you get down to this point, you're just down here, honestly. Truth or dare? Truth, I guess? No, it wasn't. It's just... It's an SCP, not a Backrooms level. It's IKEA. And I don't know if I want it. I slept this week. Enough. I don't know the exact number, but I've slept at least 6 hours, I think, every night, but mostly like 8 or 9. I do get my sleep in when I don't have a ton else going on. Yeah. Fair enough. I'll name it 37. That's fine. Trying not to interfere with Chris's structure blocks is like trying to avoid the Black Plague in the ancient. Where was it really bad? Somewhere. Yeah, it's long enough, I think. 6 hours a day. I've slept enough, Arin. I'm not sleeping. Doesn't mean I'm not tired of your shenanigans. I'm good. Just had to get that out. Completely normal sounds. I decided to extend them. Castle? Oh, okay, good. Back to G, everything goes. It's gonna ignore that. Why? I think that was a completely normal and human sound to make. The design is very human. I love those. They're so stupid. "72 blocks! Oh my god!" Wait, where was it? Was it here? No, I'm off. Wait, it wasn't that far. It was this one. Frick! It was this one. Oh yeah, first try. How do I make it double-sided? Like, frick you, Minecraft. How about that? This game's mean. That's quite weird looking. Okay, like go back. Crazy. This is the most efficient way to do it. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's gonna be dark, isn't it? What do I do with you clowns? I'll remove, like, some of them. I gotta make sure the entrance, there is one, though. So you gotta stay, bucko. Maybe I'll just have two. That one and the one over there. But I'm gonna switch your direction so you're facing this way instead. Yeah, give me a sec. That actually is lit a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. Wow. Yeah, that's perfect. Go faster. No, it's peak efficiency. I don't know why you're mad. Oh, good lord. But sick, now I can have images of the castle. Nice. Do you want... Well, I guess you're gonna say yes, so never mind. Oops, I deleted half the hill. I'm just kidding. I didn't do anything. That'd be catastrophic if I did. Oh, and all of it's gone. Rest in peace. No images yet? That wasn't what I was gonna ask anyway. But, sure. You've got... A couple days, depending on if I try to take on the task of getting rage baited by 2 videos at once like I did today, tomorrow. But even then, like, it's a little bit of time before I need images of 94 myself. And again, I'll send you all of them when I get them. Using weather. I feel like some people just love to show off their abilities. Like, it's such an unnecessary thing to do with your free will. But, you know, whatever makes you sleep better at night. Alright, Chris, you're gonna have to, because I said so, you're gonna have to do all of the invisibleness, by hand, no commands. So wait, what are the green wool is getting replaced with green glass? That's where you want? Green wool to green glass. Okay. I'm gonna make sure to mess up each command that I do. No, I won't trust. What are the odds? What are the odds I can get more than like 2 layers at a time? Because this might take a hot minute. Wait, I can do the thing! I forgot about that. So I figured out a new slash fill meta. Allow me to demonstrate. So if I do this, copy that coordinate in and do whatever the tilde is. Green stained glass, replace green wool. So what I can do is I can actually just throw in this coordinate just for fun, since I have both corners. And then I can do, instead of these being the heights, I can do, for the first 182, I can just do a tilde. And then for the other one, I can do maybe tilde 7, why not? And yeah, as you can see, that's just not gonna work. Is it gonna have to be 1 layer at a time? Hold on. 2? Oh, it's gonna have to be 2 layers at a time. Oh, brother. Like this, right, Chris? Before I do all of it and, you know? Okay. Top of green wool? Okay. But this is just so much easier to fill this way rather than that. I missed the front, apparently. That's tragic. That. Whoa, that looks weird, actually. Really? I was off? That's cringe. And lie, you liar. It kind of looks cool, I can't even lie. I know you're going to still remove them, but they look cool. That's as high as you want it, right? Is that good? Because that gives you exactly 2 rows on the top. Wow, nailed it. Readings of pitch. We can hear the seasons. What? Okay. I kind of like the way the legs look. I'm gonna have a fun time trying to figure out how many images I'll use for 94. Because I haven't been doing a ton, but seeing as how much is here, I guess if I did 1 per section, that'd still be like 4. on its own. What time is it? 5:04. I'll probably go for another like 30 minutes. And the view counter is 666. I'm scared. Load in my chunks. Oh my god, that was a hard lag spike. Build the trees. Oh, that's creepy. Mildly unsettling. Okay. I would love T-Jock to help with more pool rooms because I feel like he's been the pool rooms guy, the pool rooms person, other than me, I guess. Fine, right? Oh, my PC. Because I'm looking at this, right, and I'm like, there's gonna be a majillion pathways. Food and move the legs for me. I want to work on my level. If I remember to later in the stream, I will. But I want to work on my level first. Okay, well, frick you, I guess. Not you, Chris. I mean, yes, you, Chris, but talking to the... This is 37.2, so this is not, but I think there's one negative level in the map. And I have to remember what I classified another one as, because I might have classified that one as a negative. I just can't remember. It was a custom one that I was doing, which is dark pool rooms, basically. That's what I'm calling it. It's kind of what it is. Pool rooms if it was dark. To be fair, I think I stole that name. I don't even remember. It's like an unofficial level, I guess. Pool rooms itself is, yeah. Easy survival build, honestly. Yeah, I think that one is a block lower. Or... No, block lower. Ah, my snow! Shoot again. Something today. Well, have fun with your thing. And don't worry about breaking your dumb streak. Frick that streak, am I right? Well, don't actually. I don't want to see that. Okay, how many doorways do I want? I feel like these should just kind of be placed however I want to play. Wait, that's too close, isn't it? No, it's fine, because the image doesn't even show that far. Oh, God. Like, you can see one set. It cuts off on after the 4 directly in front of me, and then the 3 on either side. Good, huh? What? Did you say something? Yep, no, that's a good spot for a door right there. Removing it is the better option, because I sure as hell am not finishing the texturing for that. I still got the entirety of Decadence, man. I don't want to texture that, even. For my 30 years? Yo. How did that go for him? Bloink. Only fell once? That's not bad. Okay. I'm taking a couple rows of concrete off of here. Well, that's a good offset, I guess. Because I want this to fit over this, regardless of if this even stays or not. That's all that I care about right now. If this room gets exiled eventually, then it happens. But right now, the main concern is just being able to fit these sunlit pools to go over top. Because they're gonna have to. Guess I should close the world as well. Cool. I guess this will be the correct one. The issue with these levels that I always have every time, specifically pool rooms it seems like, is that, well, not necessarily only pool rooms, but just like in general, is as I make rooms, they end up with more pathways than what leads into them. Like from the section that I've done, so you just end up with an infinite number of pathways that continues to expand until eventually you just physically can't anymore. Like, pool rooms has a point to where, like, it just kept getting bigger and bigger. Once I added the really large room with the slides, like, that was kind of a crusher, because that was supposed to have pathways, like, evenly spaced. Like, a bunch of... I'll show it to you, actually. Like, each floor was supposed to have a pillar, or a passageway behind each pillar. And you can see, or you can probably understand why that didn't end up being the case. I mean, maybe eventually it will, but... Because honestly, there is still a good amount of doors, but... I just feel like it'd be, like, terrifying to come down this room into the slide and just seeing, like, you know, 40 doorways. What are the odds? 0, okay. How do I leave now? I'm just here, I guess. There we go. And, like, yeah, this room is 4 more, so... And a bunch of them haven't even been filled. And there's whatever that is. Not the staircase down. That's crazy. Meow wow wow. Exactly who's going to snuck up to smack. Oh, yeah. It's always great. Wee. Hello, Grandpa Willie. Go to a 3-block path around the edge of the room. Or at least around 2 edges. Well, how'd it go, Char? Don't leave us hanging. Thank you. I appreciate that, Willie. Don't ask about chapter 3. Don't ask about chapter 3. Don't ask about chapter 3. Talk about it. Understandable. I don't know what to do with the space. So the big portion in the pit. Understandable, I guess. That lined up. No way. I am shocked. Was-am. That's what I... Okay. So much to talk about. Feel annoying about it? Oh yeah, I get it. you even want, you have my Discord DMs, so don't ever feel like you can't rant if you ever want. Feel free. I got all of it. Oh yeah, I'm the greatest. I almost just said Rocket League player. Yup, this is as Rocket League as it gets, 100%. Oh, wow, alright. What do I do with these pillars and, like, the spacing in general is kind of just weird. I can make a... Here's what I can do. I can make a border. Oh my god, Gomka. I'm gonna throw you out of a moving truck. I didn't mean for that to be a TADC reference, but I guess we're there now, so. You threw me out of a moving truck. Crispy tonight? That's a really good question. I was just thinking about that myself. Could be Backrooms again, could be Rocket League again, could be something else I haven't considered. You know, also understandable. I can't blame you, Charm. I can get a general sense that that would be the case. Okay, this is gonna be really, really cringe, but that's fine. Actually, it's fine. Now, okay, I'm pushing this. I'm just like slabbing it. Slabs. When in doubt, slab it out or something. That sounds weird for some reason. Maybe just me, but... Two more sizes of trees. Had the tunnel to the sublevel. Oh yeah, that's true. That's the thing. You know, the only thing you have to worry about, Chris, is the hole at the bottom, right? Because you could just make it a barrier tunnel. Like there, for frick. For this one, it's just a barrier tunnel, so you don't actually see it. And then just the hole at the bottom is really what you'd be worried about. See you later, Charm. Hopefully your day gets better. So... From who is here right now, I probably shouldn't have done it that way, but too late. From who is here right now, I want a quick opinion for just the Backrooms in general. As levels continue to get finished, I want to get more content and do more teasers out of it that aren't just the obvious tutorials. What would you guys prefer? Like, what do you guys think would be cool? Like, I could do, like, writings, like, stories about the levels with images. I could do the, like, same kind of found footage tours. I could do similar to the videos that'll be coming up, which is basically just, like, information on the levels and just, like, you know, about it. What would you guys prefer? I think the kind of, like, stories would be a cool idea as teasers for them. But I'm curious if anybody has any opinions. Tours would be cool. I think that's kind of the obvious answer, yeah. Because I definitely want to do more. I just have to figure out what levels I should show. Because so much has changed with levels that I would have already shown as well. And, like, around those levels, so... Stories like this, Backroom stories from 2020. I was gonna tell you to check something in VC chat in the server, and I forgot you aren't in the server, RN. Cause there's something that I posted that it might be what you're kind of like saying. Cause I'm doing those for some levels, but some levels. I've thought about that. We'll see. Let's see, I don't want to show it on stream. That's my own name. Only issue. It's just like, if you want to join back, yeah, look, that's your decision, man. But I it's basically, it literally is just like a short story. That's all it is. It's just like a, you know, like a look at me, I'm in this level kind of thing. Because I am doing pretty much what I just said. I've done all three of. Just a lot of it hasn't gotten seen yet. But I'm trying to, again, just figure out what else I want to do with it. And where I want to go. So that's kind of the main thing that I'm just like, we'll see. Stop motion? Sure. I really don't care. Pen isn't penning right now. I don't clicky click it, just push and fall. Sounds like your pen needs a day off. For $20 a month, you can take your pen on a vacation. I don't know. Every time I think of anything like that, I get reminded of the Grand Mansion. I should bring these down. Should I? I don't know. But I get reminded of the Grand Mansion tour. I'm sure a lot of you aren't familiar with that, because that is, like, old. But I did a tour for the Grand Mansion, and it was just like an advertisement. And it was the stupidest thing I've ever done, but it was also really funny. So, 10 out of 10 would do again. Yes, VC chat, that one, right there. I'll have you know I have the biggest pen here. I have a frog pen, actually. Where is it? Not that I can show it, but where is it? I swear, did it go? Okay, well, it's been no clipped into the backrooms. Actually, I might have... I had to clean out my room for something. Yeah, right, because I had to drill into my closet, and so I emptied my closet. And as I was doing that, I think I was cleaning other things up, and I guess I just exiled that pen and sent it to the backrooms. So if we find a frog pen in the backrooms, we'll know where it's from. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Unfortunate. I wonder what I did. Wait, is it in my... Oh my god, I found it. It's right here. It's not in the backrooms, guys. Its mouth opens. I'll send an image in the Discord if I remember. Actually, I'll send it right now. It was sent this morning. Where should I send this? I feel like I should send it in chat for anybody who's not on stream to be really confused. Yeah, I'm sending it in chat for those of you who want to see. Actually, I can show it on stream then, too. Okay. Allow me to show it. You're about to get shown on stream. It's crazy. This one right here. There's my frog pen, and look, there's my screen. Looks so stupid. Why is he cross-eyed? Leave him alone. Leave that little guy alone. He didn't do nothing to you. Anyway. Did I copy the coordinate? I did, right? Yeah, okay. I'm freezing. I kind of like the idea of this level being, like, really, like, rigid. If that makes sense. And I'll have a bunch of these guys. What's going on? Don't be mean. He's trying his best. I don't think I've ever used it as a pen, and I've had it for... Could very well have been 8 years. Wow, that literally did not change the lighting. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, no, this is good, though. This is kind of how I want the level. The only issue is some rooms are larger. So, oh my god, why is my frame... Oh, because it's trying to register... Look at the... It's like static. What? Is that picking up on stream? Can you guys see that? Like, just below my cursor, in the water, it like, has a static effect going in the reflection. That's so odd. How do I make it better? Did you tell her? I can't keep up with the GOM galore. Hurts, but I see it. Lord. Did? Okay. I don't know, you can make it better, unfortunately, then. It's not really something you can just kind of, you know, move on from in that sense. Or anything. Well, why are my frames just getting killed from this? What is going on here? It's got to be the water reflection somehow. That's a good point to end. So yeah, we're making pretty good progress. Again, get ready for that Backrooms announcement soon, because I know I've been talking about it a lot and kind of leaking it a little bit, but I only am doing so because I am really excited for it, and I think it's one of the coolest things I've done, which also, it might lead into something else that I can't say for sure, because I gotta get through this part first, and then I can start to consider if I want to do that as a next step, depending on... Just started? It's been 3.5 hours, almost. Not quite. There's also a Twitch stream, so I gotta, you know, I gotta have the time between the streams. Anyway, Nova and Gamga are mean. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys did enjoy this video, of course I don't have an emoji. Or emote. Have a fantastic rest of your... What is that one? Have a fantastic rest of your day. Or night. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.